Hey, this is John. Thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to do Lolo 13 by Laura Jane Grace off her new solo record. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize this channel and help beginners get into some free one-on-one lessons and affordable instruments. If you'd like to learn more about that, please check out the Patreon down below. And just know you can start for as little as $5 a month, and for a video like today's video, it's going to include the Guitar Pro file for it, which is very helpful, and a PDF of the entire lesson. Let's get started. In order to play Lolo 13, just like Laura Jane Grace does on the record, you're going to need to put a capo on the 8th fret, and you're going to have 4 chords we're dealing with, although there's going to be a lot of little bass line moving, and some of the chords are going to come in a different order. So if you have the sheet music or you want to become a Patreon member for as little as $5, grab the PDF, grab the sheet music. It's going to be a whole lot easier to follow along because I'm going to call it out by measure numbers. Before we get into the song arrangement, let's talk about the 4 chords that are used to make up this song. So with your capo on the 8th fret, you're going to put your 3rd finger and your 4th finger on the 11th fret, so 3 frets past the capo, and then you're going to put your 1st finger on the 5th string, 10th fret, 1st finger, 6th string, 11th fret. So you're going to be making like a G shape, except for you're going to have those 2 fingers down on the 1st and 2nd string. Now for the entire song, that 3rd and 4th finger are going to stay right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to move the bass notes around. So if you listen to the song, you hear the going the whole time, and what we're doing is we're moving the bass around to create some different chords. So the first chord we're going to do, when we just look at it, is going to be C. The next one is going to be G, but with an E bass. So you're just going to lift off your 2nd finger. That's your G with an E bass. Next thing you're going to do is drop your 1st finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, and your 2nd finger to the 5th string 3rd fret from the capo. And that's going to be an E minor 7 with a C bass. And then finally, we're going to do an E minor 7 with an A bass. So all we're going to do is lift off our 2nd finger, and we'll have that chord. So it's and those are the 4 chords we're using. So the song is going to kick off with a 2-chord pattern, the G and the G with the E bass. But we're going to have a walking bass line that connects those parts. So it's going to start on the G, and it's going to go. So that's the root note. And then it's going to go to the 5th string 2nd fret, and then 3rd fret, then back to the 2nd fret, and then to the low string open with the capo, and then back to the 5th string 2nd fret, then 3rd fret, and then back to the 2nd fret before that pattern repeats. And you're going to play that bass line while you're playing the chords. So it's going to sound like this. And that's going to repeat for the entire intro and the verse. Measure 17 is what I'm calling a pre-chorus, and that's where the beats are going to pick up and the snare is going to come in, and it's going to go from that E minor 7 to the G, and then G with the E bass, back to the G, and then E minor 7, and then G, G with an E bass, and it's going to hold that for twice as long. And from there, we're going to go into measure 21, which is going to be the bass riff, the same as we did for the intro and the first half of the verse. That's going to repeat until we hit measure 27, which is going to be the chorus. That's going to have the E minor 7 with an A bass, and then G with an E bass, then G, back to the G with an E bass for 4 beats, back to G, and then back to G with an E bass for another 4 beats, and that's going to repeat twice. From there, it's going to go right back into the bass riff pattern for a little interlude and then into the second verse. Next, in measure 47, we've got the pre-chorus again, which is going to be the E minor with a E minor 7 with a C, then G with an E bass, and then G, and it's going to repeat that pattern twice. Holding that G with the E bass for 4 beats the second time through. From there, it's going to go straight back into that bass riff pattern. Next, starting with measure 57, we're going to get into the last chorus, and this is going to repeat over and over during the chorus until we get to that final bass riff. So it's E minor 7 with an A bass, G with an E bass, G with an E bass for 4 beats, back to G, and then G with an E bass for 4 beats. And that's going to repeat over and over again until we get to the outro. The last pattern of the song is going to be the first pattern that we looked at with the walking bass line, and then it's going to end on the G with an E bass note. So it's going to sound like this. Well, thanks for watching. That's a quick acoustic guitar tutorial for Lolo 13 by Laura Jane Grace off her new record. It's a little deceptive when you listen to it, to listen to all the bass line and all the parts, so I highly recommend you becoming a Patreon member so you can download the Guitar Pro file for this and a PDF that you can print out and play along with. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below. We're trying to get 1,000 users so we can monetize this channel and offer some free one-on-one lessons for students and get them into some affordable instruments. If you'd like to learn more about that, please check out the Patreon down below where you can join for as little as $5 a month. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.